try our wilderness. It's been a wild couple days. The last day I was on was December 31st, and I did my live video, my weekly live video, my Faithfully Forward, and the mountain man had hurt his back and pulled his back out, and he was pretty unstoppable on the 31st, trying to just keep up with things, and sure enough, he overdid it. So New Year's Day, we were supposed to be at a wedding. We were unable to attend the wedding. We were also supposed to possibly have friends joining us later, and that was the case too. We missed out on that. Miss Carol, I know, I missed you too. I've been trying to go live all day today. I tried to go live yesterday. It's been crazy. We've been having power issues, and I finally figured out yesterday what was going on. Hey Chad, we had a power strip that was actually short-circuiting or surging or something. It's faulty anyway. Good evening, Miss Tammy. And I guess the power strip finally died yesterday. Good evening, Terry. So after sorting that out, now I have full power, but I couldn't go live. My phone is still uploading my podcast. It's at 96%. My laptop will only charge to 85%. It's just weird. There's weird stuff going on. And quite honestly, I'm just convinced it's the enemy trying to keep me from you all, because I keep telling and sharing God's goodness with everybody. So he is trying to freeze me in my tracks. And he's doing a pretty darn good job of it, but I was relentless. And Mountain Man came in. He is doing better. He is more functional today. And he is out in his shop, smithy, whatever you want to call it, building a bender, which I will share with you tomorrow. I also have some adjustments to the shower house that I will share with you tomorrow. Today, it's a nothing but dump rain. I mean, all day long, really nasty, damp. I'm finally warming up for the first time today. I've got it very balmy in here. The windows are actually steaming up because I've got dinner on and a hardcore fire going. And my cuppa, just for Carol. So let me see here. Carol, I saw you said something. It's 1:46 in the morning here. You are crazy. I honestly did not think I would see you because I knew it was going to be late for you. You are die-hard, sister. You are die-hard. That's awesome. Oh, Carol says, we got bad news today. We are on full lockdown again in the UK. Ah, that's just crazy. There is just so much chaos going on right now and craziness. We need to just keep praying, guys, and praying hard. Praying the enemy away, demanding the enemy away, because we have that power and we need to use it, and paying attention. There is just so much stuff that's just trying to get passed. So many unheard of bills that are trying to be passed here in America. New York's governor is trying to pass awful, awful stuff. It's just crazy. Good evening, Miss Cortney and Kelle. Praying for you guys. Okay, I've got, hey, Toyka. All right, you guys are all awesome. I just didn't expect to have people joining me tonight, so I'm glad you guys are here. I want to point out some things tonight before I get sidetracked. When we are done here, you guys need to write this down. You guys need to visit Cedar Creek Homestead and go give your condolences to Josie. She and her family got COVID, and she just lost her husband to COVID. He had asthma and heart issues, and it just did a number on him. And Miss Kelle shared that with me today. So I went over there. I just watched her video that she put out. And, hardcore Christian woman. Beautiful, beautiful. Her sentiments and just if you don't go visit them, just lift Josie and the family in prayer. It's just really sad. And Terry, how was your trip to pick up June? We've been praying for you and hoping that that went well. Um, Carol, I just saw you. Because I'm classed as vulnerable, I'm shielding. I'm on full lockdown. Not sure how long for this time. That poor man was lovely. He did the porch chats. Oh, you were familiar with him too? That's just so sad. I wasn't familiar with them with our time here on the homestead being so busy all the time. We're very limited on our free time to you know, surf YouTube like we would like to. So I'm glad you are familiar with them. They seem like amazing people. I did just subscribe to them, and it's just so terrible. I was watching one of his videos just before I was able to go live here. The mountain man just popped in, and Carol is joining from the UK at 1:30 in the morning. Oh. As he's stripping down. Nice. Oh. So there you go, Carol. There was your grunt from the mountain man. I will share with you guys tomorrow what he was working on today, but he's working on a bender so that he can be able to bend the brackets for the shelving. He's also got a product that he's created for the trapping industry, and in order to mass produce them, he would need the bender for that as well. And I saw you just ask Carol how his back is. I was on.
Still on there.
It's still attached, he says. But on New Year's Eve, I was on doing our Faithfully Forward live video, and he was out there unstoppable, and I couldn't stop him. Well, New Year's Day, he was unstoppable. He was very sore and very unable to move. We missed a wedding on New Year's Day because he was down for the count. So he's doing much better. He got rest, so that is good. And the weather's been nasty, so that has helped also. The man still wanted to go do firewood. And I said we need to wait for the next sunny day because I need him functional, and I need him. So so keep him in your prayers, though, please. He is an unstoppable man, and sometimes he just needs to slow down, but he's doing much better. Happy New Year, Miss Rhonda, and right back at you. Carol says, "I'll bless them. I will send love and healing thoughts." I greatly appreciate that. So we've got lots going on here. I have been busy on my laptop getting the Kids Corner in place. That will soon be live, and we will start doing the reading with the kids on Friday mornings, probably. I'm going to try to determine when the best time is for that. And our community page is almost ready to roll. So we'll have a place to commune and fellowship outside of the live videos so that you can... It's basically going to be a replacement for Facebook groups, Patreon. I'm condensing all those things and enabling them to be in our community page so that we can just chat and have a safe environment where you don't have to worry about all the other garbage that's available and go down bunny trails.
And I can't shut you down.
Right. We aren't going to be censored. Thank you for that, because that's also what it says on the page. We won't be censored. We won't be shut down. We'll be accessible to you all regardless what continues to happen. Tape him to a chair for a couple hours. Keep him still, though. Yeah, good luck with that. He's about how many inches taller than I am? How many degrees stronger than I am? I'd end up being the one taped in the chair. And he's sitting there with a large smile on his face. That was a large smile, mind you, Carol. So, Carol, we will be praying for you with your lockdown, and yes, with your immune system, I'm sure, being impaired from the different cancers that you had. I'm sure that it's probably safest for you to be inside. And we will be praying for you. You've got good things to watch on YouTube, so I will be live. I'm going to try to go live every day because we've got things going on here. And regardless of weather, I think I will be okay keeping things charged for a couple days. I am changing my weekly live to Thursday because I can't do that many hour-long things back to back. So Tuesday night is our Bible study. If you're interested, you can go to prayerwilderness.com/Bible study book club. We will be starting our new book in a week, I think it is. And that's Tuesday evenings. And then Thursday at 10:30 Pacific Standard, we will be doing the new Relentlessly Faithful live, weekly live. So join me then. I will put out a graphic on that to update you guys. So Terry says the trip was long, had pouring rain and sleet until I almost got to Virginia. I don't know how it is going on with June. She won't hardly talk to me when I text her, so now we're leaving tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we will pray. We will pray and pray that things go well and that all gets worked out. The enemy, guys, the enemy is working hard in so many avenues and platforms, especially for those of us that are outspoken with our faith. I know he is just trying hard to shun us and keep us quiet. And he's going to have a hard time there because I refuse to stifle my faith, especially for him. So the enemy's working hard at tearing down and breaking apart and severing and all the great things that he's so known for. So pray it up, guys. Keep praying and pray him away, demand him away. We truly need to fight back, not just for our country, but for our faith, and keep the enemy at bay. Rhonda said, oh no, sorry to hear that, Carol. We're hoping we are going to see our governor lift restrictions here. Good luck with that, Rhonda. It's just getting twisted. Gosh, just the stuff that's happening. Even here in Idaho, it just blows me away, the things that are happening here in Idaho. But it's all over. It's all over. Carol says, yep, not good, Rhonda, but if people don't listen, we will keep getting locked down. Carol says he's still smiling. She's referring to you. Toyka says, I wouldn't give him any ideas. Yeah, no kidding. If his cousin, the cousin that was here earlier that was helping us initially with this build, Christopher, knows far too well not to give him any ideas, because he ended up in a harness and hung from a tree at one time. Was much younger, but that's because when Glen was babysitting, he didn't listen. So Christopher got hung up in a harness from a tree. And now the mountain man is really smiling. And Christopher, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I had to divulge, because we don't really need to give the mountain man ideas. He's already got a pocket full of ideas that he could take off on at any given time. I've been lucky so far. Oh. Rhonda says, okay, thank you. Tammy, going to sign off Facebook for Prayer Wilderness. Other creators are doing the same thing, and I don't blame you. Yeah, I will have the community in place very soon. My Merry Christmas post was taken down on our Facebook page. I said about Jesus being the reason for the season, and I went on last night to post the Sunday soul food. That didn't come out well. And noticed that my Christmas picture was down. So it's just ridiculous. We don't want to be censored. We don't want to be removed, and we don't want to lose touch with you guys. So by creating this, I think we'll be much better off anyway. And that way we can share what we've got going on, educate, inspire, and you guys can comment and be free to, share what you like. And I just feel so much better about it. So awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Rhonda. Terry says, I'm so hurt because I don't know what is going on with her. I've been praying and praying, so I don't know what to do. I'm not giving up, but I think going back is going to be a long trip. Just trust God, Terry, and just keep praying. Pray for the right words, and we'll just continue to cover you in prayer as well. And maybe just maybe things are busy, and your phone's dying on me. Popper, no. Hang on one second. Hopefully I'm fast enough. Okay. Whew. All right. Shoot, I've worked so hard all day to get on here because it wouldn't let me, and I was having problems, and almost his phone died. All right, so Terry, don't lose hope. We will be praying for you. Everybody just lift Terry. When are you guys leaving to head home? You said, I don't know if you said. Is it today, tomorrow? Let us know so we know when to specifically be lifting you. Thank you for loving up on him, Carol. That's awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda says yes, she agrees with all we've said. We are all here. Oh, awesome, Carol. Carol says we're all here for you, Terry Perry. I missed something here. I'm not sure. Oh, now I know what you're saying, Rhonda. Rhonda says pocketful, probably more like a bucketful. Yeah, no kidding. Yes, he's got lots up his sleeve. I've never actually thought to be scared, but when talking about all this, I should be maybe. Next thing you'll know, he'll be videoing. The only thing is he doesn't know how to use the equipment. I'd say he'd video and have me hanging in a tree, but he doesn't. He knows how to hang me in a tree, but he doesn't know how to go live to share it. Oh, he's got this funny look on his face. He's starting to scare me. Plus, he's being quiet. That means he's thinking more. Now the eyebrow lifted. Oh boy. I might be in trouble. Terry says, I'm not giving up on my prayers and God. Okay, I know what I was going to say to you, and the phone went dead. You know, we depend on our text messages and our emails and all that. But, sometimes not everything goes through the way we think it should. I've sent him messages already, the mountain man, that haven't gone through. I've sent the mountain boy messages that haven't gone through, although they look like they go through. So, just don't panic and realize that maybe, she's really busy trying to get packed up to go, and maybe she's just not getting all your messages. So, just look forward to your ride home as you were all along. And you've got great things your gift to show her when you return. So just let it in God's hands. Put it at God's feet. And just trust that he will get and ask for a good ride home. I am not.
You are young.
No, I am not.
You are.
No. That's because of your phone. I'm making sure that they can hear me with your... Can you guys... It's a little late to ask now. How are you able to hear me okay? He just informed me that I'm yelling, and I am, because his phone speaker is muffled because of this like heavy duty Superman case I put on it so he doesn't destroy his phone. So if I was yelling, I'm sorry. All right, awesome. I love seeing you guys loving up on each other, and thank you, Toyka, for praying for him. All right, well, Terry, you're leaving tomorrow morning, so we will be praying for you. We will be lifting you through this, and just put everything at God's feet and trust that he will provide you with a wonderful ride home and time to catch up. Rhonda says, I wondered what you meant by it wasn't posted because I saw it and liked it. Must have happened after I saw it. Ridiculous. I know, right? I know. I was just totally floored that my Christmas picture was removed. So they're censoring all kinds of stuff, and it won't be long before YouTube YouTube's already censoring and removing people and everything else. So I want to keep a connection with you guys. There's other means of doing video if this were to, if we were to get dumped off of YouTube. That's why I want the community, because that'll be our first form of communication, and that way if anything else gets dropped, you know how to connect with us. Thank you, Rhonda, for praying for Terry. Might want to not share that info. Toyka, share with me what you mean. Carol says, "Law, poor mountain man. If he's quiet, he's thinking. That's not good." Exactly. Okay, sound is good. All right, good. Hopefully I wasn't screaming at you guys. It's been a weird day. I tried to go on at 10 o'clock this morning. Hey, Space Girl. Glad to have you joining us again. How are things going at your homestead? I'm sure you've been crazy busy too. Okay, I got you, Toyka. He doesn't know how to go live while I'd be hanging, so I'd be safe, but not to say that he wouldn't try. Him and technology do not get along at all. Mainly he doesn't get along with it, but I'm not going to stay on terrible long because he's been out in the cold all day and I want to feed him. Hey, Miss Shelley. Oh, this is funny. I'm glad you guys were able to jump on. I did have other prayer requests for tonight, and I wanted to mention those, and also share with you guys or ask you guys if you have praises, but also other prayer requests. We are having an elk roast, neck roast, and I have had a look, rice and broccoli on, and that will be slathered in lots of butter, so we'll be eating as soon as we are off of here. We will be joining you, Space Girl, for sure. She says we're splitting firewood and staying warm. Typically we do our firewood early in the year and progress throughout the year when we have time. Our theory with firewood is that an overabundance is never a bad thing, but because of us building this past year, we haven't been able to do that as well as we'd like. So that is on our list this week, to be out getting our firewood and splitting and stacking. So we will talk about that, because upcoming I want to talk about being organized. I want to talk about creating new habits. We don't do the New Year's resolutions here. There's no sense, because a New Year's resolution to me is like, for starters, our list of New Year's resolutions tend to be very long, and they don't get accomplished, where I feel that when you focus on something and create a new habit, you have much better opportunity for that to stick and stay a habit and continue moving. So I don't look at New Year's resolutions, I look at creating new habits and new things I want to put in place. So we'll talk about that. Let's see here. Terry says, thank you all for your prayers and giving me strength to not give up. I'm so blessed to have each one of you for being here for me. God bless you all. Right back at you, Terry. You lift us in prayer too, and that's what a community of faith-led fellowshipping individuals does for one another. So that's what this is all about. So we will be praying for you, and we always thank you as well for praying for everyone here. So don't give up. You know, the enemy is just trying to stifle you along with the rest of us. I don't know about you guys, but we felt pretty disheveled here. Just different things going on, and just the enemy trying to just stop us, and he's not going to win. And so this new year is off to a really good but weird start, and I would imagine it's the same for most of you guys. Oh, awesome, Carol. Carol says, all Terry, we all love you. Don't ever give up. Keep fighting forward. Giant hugs. Rhonda says, I love to see some of these channel names or alias Space Girl. I love it. I know. And it gets really tricky remembering everybody's name to go along with their names as well. And let me see here. Toyka says, my knee, I see the doctor tomorrow. I have a torn meniscus and my kneecap slid to outside and arthritis underneath it. Oh man. Well, we are praying for you. How is your back, and how is your back pain doing, Toyka? Rhonda says, I don't do resolutions either. I'm a list maker. I always have lists going. Yes, I have lists too, and I have new habits I want to get in place. So we will talk about that. Getting organized, decluttering, and having a plan for your year is always really important. Carol says, Rhonda, my old name was Gemini Witch. Space Girl says, God has plans for all of us this year. Be strong and stand firm. Amen. Amen. And part of that plan is standing strong together and being willing to fight back. You know, it is extremely important for us to stand firm this year and realize that the enemy is going to try and break us up in big ways. So stand firm. We've got an awesome community here. We will all, you know, lift each other and carry each other through this new year. Rhonda says, I'm not very original. Guess I could use Granny Nana part of my email. I love it all though. You guys are great. She likes being called Space Girl. Hello, Miss Jane. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is doing good. What is your New Year's, the start of your New Year like? Is everybody feeling good? Are you feeling unsettled, disheveled? I know the enemy is going to work hard, extra hard this year. So we've got to really fight back. That's why this year's new thing is I'm keeping the faithfully forward, but we're adding the relentlessly faithful into that as well. Back is not good last few days. Lots of shooting pain from low back down legs to ankles. The weather hasn't helped any either. I don't know about you, but when the weather shifts, you can really feel the shift in the weather. The mountain man has always been a good indicator on that too, with all his bull riding injuries. But I don't want to keep everybody super long tonight. I'm gonna jump on tomorrow, and we're gonna start breaking down our ways to attack the new year, as well as what we've got going on here. Thank you. I know, I thought it was good too. I kept thinking, that fervently and relentlessly were going to be part of it. They were like really nudging me. I just had to put it all together, and all of a sudden it popped this over the weekend. So that is all in place. Carol says, how's my new year going, lol? I want to go back to 2020. That's how good it's going so far. That's not good. That's not good. Toyka says, oh, have to figure out left knee before surgery on the back. Wow. Well, we will be praying for you, sister, and praying for you and Dan. I don't know if you saw my message to you the other day or not, but I didn't get a chance to respond to your comment on the video, but major woohooing and praising going on with the comment you left about seeing Dan in the early hours of the morning. That was really fabulous. So we will continue to pray and keep lifting you guys in such a great way. Shelly says, we were able to get our toilet in place yesterday, so now we have 2 in the house, but need to order new vanity for the renovations. But he shared his cold, so I'm just taking it easy now. Well, yes, I'm praying for you, since you mentioned that this morning, and awesome. It's always good to make the progress that you are with your renovations. It always feels good. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about too, is how to handle things when you're going through renovations or a new build, and you've got to progressively work through things, and things are incomplete. That can be a real staggering spot for some people. So I've got lots of good topics to cover. I also want to share with you some of the things we've learned through this process and through our homesteading process, so that you can learn along with us. And yes, I agree, Rhonda, that did not sound good. I hope that, Carol, you were sharing that just because of the lockdown and being stuck inside. Jane says, still fighting severe fatigue and nausea, still from COVID, but that's nothing compared to how I was, so I am blessed. Oh, man, that's terrible. And being nauseous like that and fatigued is not a good way to be at all. Email me, Jane. You can email me at survive@trayerwilderness.com. Shelly says, so glad you're feeling better, Jane. COVID does not sound like anything I would want to fight. Yeah, really. Exactly. Carol says, I got a list. Okay. Well, the enemy is definitely attacking, and we just need to tell him to go pound sand and get lost, and we need to continue to pray, and we need to pray fervently this year, and really hold on tight to our relationship with Christ, continue to support and lift each other, and really focus on that hard this year. Our community is what's important here. We have an amazing community of faith-led people, and supporting each other and lifting in prayer is important. We've seen so many miracles worked and God's hand at play here. So Terry, don't lose hope. Carol, we are lifting you in prayer as well. Jane, we will continue to lift you. Toyka, we will continue to lift you as well. And I'm trying to see if on, good, okay. Also, if you could please pray for Cortney and Kelly and Mike, as well as Ty and Randy. They have COVID going on, as well as other health issues going on, and we really need to lift them as well. Continue to lift Austin and Mona and Ken. And I had Toyka on here. Melissa also needs prayer, and I had Terry and June on here. If you guys, if others need prayers that are watching this after we are live, please don't hesitate to leave your prayer request down below. We will add you to the weekly prayer list. I am starting to make a list so that when I go live, I don't forget anybody. And I am actually going to, good night, Miss Cortney. Love you all. We are praying for you guys. And I am going to say a prayer for our new year, and then I am going to jump off of here so I can feed the mountain man. So, Papa, I just thank you for your loving hand in our lives. I thank you for your mercy and your grace. And I just ask that you lift our community and just give us strength to persevere through this new year. Continue to give us comfort and help us to build our faith and our trust muscles in you. And just guide and direct us this year as we progress through 2021 and the uncertainty of the times. Just be with all those that are in need tonight. Lift and comfort everyone that is dealing with struggles, whether it's sickness or dealing with whatever issues it may be. Just, I ask that you wrap your loving arms around everyone. Be with Josie from Cedar Creek Homestead. Be with Carol and Melissa, Toyka, Kelly and Mike and Courtney, along with Ty and Randy. And I ask that you just be with Terry and June and give them an amazing ride home. Give them renewal and just comfort them. And just continue to be with our community. Strengthen us and allow us to continue to support one another, and just continue to give us a platform to do that. And I just ask that you be with everyone and continue to just guide us through this new year and strengthen us through your word, through your love, through your mercy and grace. And I ask all this in your holy and precious name of Jesus. Amen. Okay, guys, my mountain man is getting twitchy because he hasn't eaten much today. I know that. He only snacked. So I'm going to jump off. It was good to see you guys. I will be on tomorrow and share more with you guys. And Space Girl, it was good to see you. I know you haven't been on in a long time, so it was good to have you joining us too. And I don't know if you heard me mention, but I am creating a community page for us all. I will share more of that this week when I have everything in place. God bless you all. Love you all. And oh, thank you, Jane. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will continue to pray for you all and your needs. See you tomorrow. God bless.